meat in the freezer.
So happy I'm on lunch.
It's so stupid. I think it might work.
Chaos? Like every hunting season.
Seems like it's not going anywhere, but it also seems like it could go somewhere.
He lost his paper bag, I swear.
I would not. I'm actually pretty good directionally.
I hit record here so we don't have any problemas.
Problemas are
we deer
not
hunting?
good.
You're the only one who shot a deer. You're the only one who shot a deer on our last deer hunting excursion.
I need Derek to move in a little closer to Tyler.
Oh, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
There we go.
Is this close enough?
That's good.
My best friend.
Oh, wow. You guys are singing.
I got a trio over here.
This is the neatest. We're the 5 best friends that anybody could have.
We're the best 5 friends that anyone can have.
And we'll never, ever, ever leave each other ever again.
Something like that.
Except this guy's like, not coming to dinner.
No,
I'm going to really dig into you on that.
It's fine.
You could reschedule your doctor appointment.
No. This is the 3rd reschedule.
Yeah, but doctors
It's only the 3rd.
Only
yeah,
that, right?
Come on, I got kids. I reschedule like 5 times usually.
Oh,
I haven't been to the doctor in 7 years.
Insurance is expensive.
no doubt. Don't even get me started.
Do men go to the doctor? Our premiums just went up by like
a bunch.
They just doubled.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm not really sure who to thank for that.
Twice the coverage, though, right?
No.
No,
Oh.
not so much.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess we should start the podcast.
This is the Okayest Hunter podcast.
Cheers, everybody.
Never pass on shooter bucks.
A lot of
That's
different
just
types
in
of
the freezer.
Yeah, man.
cups.
It's your tag. You hunt how you want. This is Okayest
That was
Hunter.
the first sip of cold after the hot. Got me old.
Catches you off guard.
So we have 5 dudes and 4 mics. It's not like 2 girls on a cupcake. We're brought to you by Nosler, okay?
Way to get serious with it right away. I appreciate that.
You want to shoot straight, you get Nosler, okay? That's how you really keep things on target, on point. Tight groups.
Keep it tight.
Got any other weird
We
words
got a
to
pretty
throw in
tight group here. I mean,
here? It's a pretty tight group.
it's pretty
A
cozy.
lot of different levels.
You got to really
Yeah.
know what you're aiming at here
Yeah.
to hit your target. I think we got to figure it out.
Larry, Mo, and Curly over there.
Shit. Anyway. I actually don't have a topic. I just said okayest year. So I thought it'd be fun to do a bit of a year in review because everyone got a deer. Even Tyler got a deer.
Right?
Woo!
So we
Let's
did it.
go.
We all filled tags.
2 deer, baby.
Did you
2
get 2
deer.
Shot 2 deer, yeah.
What? When did that happen?
How do you?
I gotta stop passing on deer.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
The freezer doesn't fill itself.
Well, yeah, you're right. I did have a chipmunk run into my house once.
Is he in the freezer now?
No, my cat's dog couldn't catch him. That was in 2017 or 18. I was leaving
Fired.
for work, and it was actually right when we had Logan. I was leaving for work. I step out the door, and a chipmunk runs under my foot into the house. I'm like, holy shit! The photographer was there taking pictures of Logan as a newborn, and there's like a chipmunk running around knocking fucking bottles off the bar. It was pure chaos. And then I had to leave for work. I was like, I gotta go.
You're like, all right, see you, sweetheart.
I was like, you're leaving here, this chipmunk? I'm like, I don't know. I can't find it. It'll turn up. It turned up when she was on the toilet. It was under the heat register in the bathroom. She's in there, and she's chip, chip, chip. She's like, oh my God. The dog busts in the bathroom. It was like a total thing. I did catch it and put it back outside. I should just kill the damn thing.
How'd you catch it?
A fishing net and some gloves. And then it jumped through the net holes. And I got out again. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What do you do? I mean, you've seen there's like some video with a guy grabbing a squirrel out of the chimney. He's like, oh, look at this thing. And it bites him in the finger. I didn't want that to happen. You guys ever had to catch a chipmunk before?
Not in my house,
No.
no.
Right. Pretty weird.
Seen a live trap outside a few times. And a dead trap,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
easiest to catch when they're not moving.
I got squirrels in
Right.
my attic right now. I was stalking squirrels really hard the other day. I was sitting there quietly in my like attic step thing, whatever. I'm just sitting there quietly, and Holly calls me, "Are you done yet?" I'm like, "Well, no, you just ruined the whole thing. They were about to come back in. Damn it! I was trying to make them think there's a predator here, so they don't come back."
20 grains of lead. That's the best way to catch them.
Yeah, I got to get an air gun. I'm not really going to get an air gun. Just post in my attic, and I'm gonna be sniping squirrels. We got a problem with our roof,
Yeah.
so they're just like an open invitation.
Are you a little bit upset at them that you sitting there as the predator, they wouldn't buy that. The neighborhood squirrels are like,
Nah, we're good.
Not that.
Yeah, we're safe
I think
over
we
there.
should have like a squirrel drive and everyone just comes hang out in my attic.
Let's do it.
It looks
I'm
like
in.
snow. I got all that
I'm in.
snow foam in there. It looks like a very wintry Wonderland scene. It's cold. It's like a real hunt.
Whacking and stacking.
What kind of roof problems do you have?
I don't want to talk about it. It's it's a big problem.
You know enough people.
And it
in the
happened because I got a
trades.
new roof. Believe that. So yeah, I'm not going to mention any contractor names here, but he's listening himself.
Tune in after the show for
Yeah.
the name drop of the
Do not
century.
recommend. Do not.
You got a good one.
recommend.
He's
I
a good
did.
one. Yeah.
I did not hire the guy you had at all. No way.
Welcome to almost 2026. Merry Christmas. I forgot my Santa hats for the deer, but Derek didn't. Your basement looks like a beautiful like reindeer.
We
scene.
picked up some 50-cent Santa hats. I was like, guys, we're going to decorate the deer, and the kids are all excited. So
That's
they're all
pretty sick.
festive and jolly right now in the
Pretty
basement.
fun. You think deer think about that when they're getting shot? Like, someday I'm gonna get to wear that Santa hat, guys. Like, what a fucking privilege.
It's like the Sausage Party movie where they all think they get picked up. Oh, we're hot dogs, we're free from the grocery store. They show their torment as they get thrown in a hot pot.
I haven't seen that. Is it good?
It's you got to have a couple beers in you to watch.
Yeah, it's like beer. It's like Beer Fest.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know who wants to start with their season or what have you. I don't. Who's got a story to share? We kind of did this a little bit, but not really. How about Tyler? You go. Why don't you put that on to tell your story?
But I don't have a story to tell, man.
You got two stories to tell by the sounds of it.
All right.
Let's start with your in-laws. Let's
Okay.
unpack.
All right. No, I did a mix of public and private hunting this year. Right. So my private land, or I should say my public land adventures consisted of me pushing into private and having the deer walk like 5 yards on the edge, basically right behind someone's house. That was, yes.
That's where
So,
they're safest.
yeah, exactly.
You did some public land hunting for the first time, not ever. But I mean, you're a duck hunter, so you're doing that all
Correct.
the time. But you've
Correct.
not really public land hunted deer.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. And so that was it was fun. Learned a lot, have so much to learn, obviously.
What did you learn?
I learned that I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
So
I learned that a couple times this year, actually.
So I mean, it's fun. It's an adventure. I want to do more of it next year. Like that's a goal for 2026, right? Is to do more public land hunting. It is certainly much more of like an event, right? Like public land hunting versus private hunting. Like private land hunting, like at my in-laws, right? Small acreage hunting. It's very turnkey. It's like, oh, here's your 5 or 6 stands. You're going to go out and pick the one that you can get into. The easiest. Without bumping deer, depending on the wind direction, and then you're going to just sit there, right? And it's versus, hey, thinking about public land, which side of this property am I going to get in? Where am I going to try to push to? Right? It's just so different. So much more to think about, and it just takes more time as well.
These are the things you hunt in private too. Piece of shit.
Sorry.
Where's your fucking deer? Where's your private land?
I'll go grab it.
Yep,
Pony boy.
Pony boy. Says the guy who shot a deer on private land this year.
Hey, two.
Yeah, what the F, man?
Hey, I'm happy to admit that.
Whatever, glass house.
Hold on to that sucker.
It's a pot calling the kettle black. It's all good. Do you have an? I don't know. I wouldn't put them down anywhere. I don't know.
That private you hunt, do they usually make 1-year-olds that big, or is that just kind of an oddity?
Had to pay extra for this one. Where's a necklace?
Gosh,
There
that
you
thing
go.
is cool.
Do you what would you name this deer?
I mean,
we called him Mr. Rogers
Why?
because the first year we saw him was the year Aaron Rodgers left. I think sounds good. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers left, to be honest with you, but we're right around that time.
So what's the significance of Rogers leaving because you want to kill him?
No, just we were thinking of football players, and we saw the deer. I don't
Should
know.
have gone with what I just said. Oh, you want to leave the Packers? We're going to kill you. This buck is Mr. Rogers. He's now a target.
I mean, Matt, how old do you think that deer?
Baited me.
Say it.
You either decide or
Kids
you.
need to hear it.
6 or 7.
How did you arrive at 6 or 7 exactly?
We had trail camera pictures of him in 2020,
Oh,
and
sheesh.
I couldn't determine. That was the last year I ran trail cameras too. But I think we couldn't tell if he was a year or 2 years old.
Wow.
Obviously 25 now.
It's a big deer. He's got a big skull. That's what I noticed.
Good.
I didn't notice the rack at all. It's like those pictures on the internet. Like, what color was the fish? What? There's
It's like
fish.
the 10 walks into the bar and Eric's like, "Did you see her belt?
That's Gucci.
Wow, what a belt!"
That's how it goes.
Wow.
Did you see the skull on that deer? The belly. I mean, man, total dad bod.
The one thing we were looking at before we started recording that I've never seen before is that, and I don't know which camera you're on right now here.
Whatever. This one right here.
This one right here, but Matt's deer here, these pedicles that are coming off the skull are like as thick as the bases of the antler. And they're like textured too, which is something I've never, ever seen before.
What do you mean the pedicles are as thick as the antler?
So this pedicle base that comes up out of the skull that the antler grows on,
That's what that's
they're
called?
normally the pedicle like comes in, it's fairly narrow, and then the
Smaller than the
base
antler.
is bigger, right?
I see.
This is like continuous.
Looks
They're
like
they're
like
massive.
like a mushroom.
So for sure, an old ass buck, like that thing's cool. Good
Mhm.
funky that is.
I wouldn't have noticed that, but as a guy that repairs antlers, you probably pay attention to that kind of stuff all the time.
I've been geeking out over antlers.
Did you get the? Someone sent you. I told someone to send an email for antler repair. Did you get that?
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
getting a bunch lately. So
Okay, someone's
good.
like, yeah, and then someone else had emailed you. I'm getting a lot of inquiry about your Fred Bear drawing.
and I think that was also
Does that?
the fella that emailed you for some kind of raffle or Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation or something or
Okay.
another. So yes, that gentleman also got a hold of me.
Okay, so if you want a drawing or antler repair, please reach out to Derek. Just so you know, he's your guy, and and you can. I've been pointing people to your Instagram because I'll give them your email if they ask for it, but I don't know if you want to share. Well, I don't know what you want to share. If you want to share anything at all, not that this is like the point, but we get
Yeah.
asked a lot, so like I just want to streamline
Yeah,
this for everybody.
hit me up on Instagram is probably fine, and then I'll give you my phone number or my email.
The
from
Great Art Doors on Instagram, and you guys can all take it from there. It's like you swipe left, and then you can move on. If you want to exchange phone numbers, I don't know. Is he cute or not cute?
Well, yeah, I gotta
he's
vet
a cute
him.
looking buck. Yeah.
What's his skull look like? Big one, little one? What are we working
Let me
with?
see the pedicles.
Yeah, thick pedicle.
Oh, they're thick.
Thick boy.
Holy cow.
Oh boy.
I'm getting a lot of messages like a peach now or something weird.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of weird messages.
Totally.
If a peach is an ass, then what's a pedicle? Like as a. I hope it's not the.
You said it looked like a mushroom.
Mushroom, that could be
There
it.
it is. There
Could
it
be
is.
it.
That symbol for you want to UDT antler repair.
Oh, boy.
Detar.
The 12-year-old has come out of everybody.
That's the joy.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old self wasn't this smart assed. I was pretty shy as a kid. Believe that. Anyway, Greg, what's your story, man?
Well, he didn't really finish his
we finished.
story.
Yeah, you kids, you
I
want to keep
mean,
going?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let me summarize it in about 60 seconds. All right.
Time, yeah.
Okay. Actual bow hunting, whether it be public or private land, I saw less than 10 deer in all of my sits. Opening morning of gun deer season, the plan was to put me
Is that because you only have 10 fingers?
potentially, yes.
That went down the wrong tube.
While you recover, I'll keep talking. We'll make it a 2-minute story.
Okay.
And so, opening morning of gun deer season, the plan was put meat in the freezer. And I happened to see in 3 hours of sitting on opening morning of gun deer season, I saw like 14, 15 more than I saw all of bow season. And I just waited for the right opportunity and blasted a doe at 25 yards with 30-06 rounds. Yeah, she ran about 50 yards and collapsed like that. Yeah, so that was meat in the freezer. And then we did our deer drive that last week.
Oh, yeah. I was with you when you shot the other deer.
Right.
Because of the deer drive, it just didn't even like compute for me.
Correct. Yeah.
It was like a dream. Beautiful, beautiful dream.
I forgot
Full
that
of
we
sweat and
we dragged that thing out together and I
cramping
didn't even
and
remember.
snow and
What's wrong with me?
We dragged that thing 900 yards through some of the worst.
Derek's like, you got
You
two
did
deer.
not drag it 900 yards.
I think I blacked out for that. That's what happened.
Wow.
Deer drive, classic deer drive, right? We had Derek set it up. It was beautifully orchestrated. Derek can describe all of that because I don't really know.
I don't
what's
think I've seen
happening.
Derek more in his element ever. I did see him teaching once, kind of. but like,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Derek quarterbacking that whole situation was like very impressive.
I have a clip. I haven't put it up on social media yet. I got to figure out how I want to do it content wise. But there's a clip, and it's like him like pointing like you.
When you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing,
Yeah.
and it's deer hunting.
Yeah, I'm gonna like slow it down when he points at me, and I don't know. I'll figure out something for it. It's gonna be great though. And
is that when we called you Backdoor Tyler?
Probably yes.
The Jason Bourne clip was great.
It's so good. So good. What's so funny is Eric told me like 5 minutes after Alec arrived, I'm going to put a clip of Alec with the Jason Bourne.
Someone else said it though out loud. It was you. Yeah. I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah, no, deer drive, right? Derek sets it up. I won't get into the details. I don't know. I was just told to
I
be
don't
at a
know
spot
the details.
and told to push up to this spot. And while I was pushing up, 4 deer popped out just through the edge there. I pulled the scope up with a 3X Tasco scope, about 150 yards, and dropped a doe, which is hilarious because I missed a lot of ducks inside of 30 yards this year with my shotgun, right? And
How does that work?
I don't know.
Like,
I just dropped the deer on the run.
Smaller animal, larger pattern. No bueno.
Not an easy shot
No,
at all.
no.
What you pulled off.
No,
Not
and
an
it was-
easy shot.
Oh, there's a deer.
There's a deer.
Oh, crossing it. Yep. Okay. Squeeze trigger. There goes deer.
It's deer.
Deer falls down.
So yeah, so that was deer number 2, and that was a wrap.
Yeah.
It's fun though. I mean, the deer drive. That's 2 years in a row we've done the deer drive, and it's been a blast.
Yeah, we'll have to keep that going in some fashion. I think that was like the Thanksgiving break deer drive kind of thing is fun, and like other people have been joining, which is fantastic.
We had like
quite it was quite the
That's
herd.
quite a size.
a
good-sized
group of, just kind of like people who just were like, yeah, I'll tag in.
Yep.
And that was a lot of fun that way.
I thought it was cool. I was slightly regretting the desire to walk when I did a horseshoe in a swamp bottom.
That one little bottom's pretty gross.
But I was like, it wasn't that dense for me to even get lost. I was like, what even fucking could have happened here? It didn't. I was like,
You
annoyed
have
with
one
my- I
leg
was
longer
annoyed
than
with
the other?
myself. I was like,
Did you backtrack yourself? And be like, oh, here's
I had
where
a
saw
boot print. I was
squirrel.
like, there's someone else back here. That's weird. And then I just kept following, and I was like, these are my boot prints. And then you guys were all in front of me, and I was like, I'm behind you guys. I don't know what happened. And it was hard to get through that stuff because ice kept breaking at my kneecap, and I was getting in the mud, and my foot kept coming out my boot.
Can we talk about that for a second? That made no sense to me.
Oh yeah, how it wasn't
You were
frozen.
pretty perturbed.
I was very. Alec and I had a very lengthy conversation about this, right? Like 'cause
You were almost mad at the
I was
ice,
very
or the
mad
lack
at
thereof.
the ice, right? I mean, the lakes are freezing over. Like there's like all the water is locked up on pretty much everything. Yet we're hiking through the backwoods of public land, and we're breaking through. I'm filling boots. My boots took a week to dry.
You were
out.
wet.
Yes.
You were wet.
My boots were sloshy.
Quinn and I got pretty freaking wet on the north end of that. Everything, the brush all stopped, and we thought we were just cutting through like some grass.
It's hard to get through that stuff. Yeah, because the grass is like 2 feet of fluffy grass.
And then underneath that was about 3 feet of
Yeah.
armpit freaking muck. It was terrible.
You couldn't just swing your feet. You had to like lift up and over and punch through again, lift up and over, punch through again, sink, slosh, mud. Foot comes out of boot. I go through the ice with my sock. I'm like, damn it.
Luckily,
You
that
know?
wasn't all of it, though. That was like just
little bit.
sections, right? Like
Yeah.
we made it through some high ground. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you and Alec thought, but I mean, I had to think that it was just because we got a bunch of snow
To
that
insulate it.
insulated it, and then it never really got to freeze underneath
Yeah.
because that shit's so deep.
That's exactly it. It gets insulated so well with the marsh grass and the cattails. That's pretty high R value. And then you throw,
wow, good terms.
then you
Tubbs.
throw, then you throw some snow on it that insulates it some more,
Just
holds
made-
the heat in.
You just made yourself valuable for the next
I know.
whole year with that
just-
term.
Just
What
one
is
little
this
nugget.
R
What is the R
value?
value?
You know, it's
Is
R.
RBOP a thing or
Yeah.
R value? What is
our value.
our value?
Yeah, our value.
Is in you.
And you. That sounded weird. It sounded like some Harry Potter
Not our
shit.
value, but
Harry
R, the letter
Potter
R.
shit.
This podcast
Is
so
that a
much
boot?
different
Is that a
than the one
boot
that
thing?
I'm on.
Is that like a boot term?
No, it's an insulation term.
Oh, because you're in heating and cooling. You're an HVAC
Trades,
guy.
man.
R value.
Well, if you think about it, like what he said, all that cattail and
What he
grass.
said. I haven't heard that one before.
Think about what he said. If you think about what Greg said, it's really smart because he's really smart.
Wow.
But like underneath that snow was a whole bunch of air. like in between the grass, which is insulating even more. You got 8 inches of freaking snow, 6 inches of air, and then you got water that's just chilling.
Yep.
Waiting for us.
Literally chilling,
to come
but
to
not
play.
freezing.
Yeah.
Pretty cold though. It's pretty
I
cold.
wouldn't know. I didn't have the. Tyler didn't wear rubber.
And then
boots.
when you get out of it and you're walking in that nice frigid air that we had, it just turns into a fudgesicle.
Your clothes get really stiff for some reason.
My feet froze to the ground. How did that happen?
Oh, look, fudgesicle.
The best part, though, of that deer drive was when we were standing around. We had 4 of us, like, standing around, and a deer just popped up.
Didn't that happen on the first drive, too? Everybody stopped at the very end and went,
yeah, we were taking a nap in the marsh grass.
And the deer pops out.
You know, there's like, 2 or 3 of them ran by us.
Yeah, 2 of them did,
Yeah. Then Alec dry fired because there's nothing.
Nothing in his gun.
It's funny. You heard the click from like.
It was like the
3
world's
counties
loudest
away.
click. Oh, yeah.
Where did it go? So Calder just commented, I'm always hesitant to hunt the marshes because I don't want to fall in and disappear. Is this a legitimate concern or fear or no? Yeah, I
there's
thought that a
For
little
guys
bit.
Calder and I size, it's a legitimate fear.
Even for a guy my size, like there's a tag alder swamp by me that you and I have. I watched you circle around, and I circled around you after that.
I remember that very
Mhm.
clearly because you were very
There are
confident.
holes in there that a man of man's stature could easily disappear if you caught the right little hole. Yeah,
It's
there's
like falling into a sphincter.
it's
Just sucks you right up.
yeah, giant suck hole.
If it was going the opposite direction, that's what it would look like.
Exit only.
It's got to get some marsh skis, man.
Yeah,
Marsh
you need
skis.
swamp skis. You got it.
That's
got
the
it.
way it rolls together, marsh skis. Sounds like you're talking about something else altogether. I don't know what, but like some brewskis, some marsh skis.
The beer and marshmallow.
We had a lot of marsh
You could-
skis.
That means campfire.
But we didn't
Yeah,
have
it's
marsh
campfire.
skis.
No campfire here.
What else we got here? Oh, that's a nice compliment. Thanks, Mike Wood. Great page, great content. That post the other day about what a hunt is to each of us was awesome. Thank you. Happy Hunter Dad here. My 13-year-old son smoked his first deer November 15th on
Heck
Long
yeah.
Island, New York.
Beautiful.
Sitting next to me in a 2-man stand. Sent one through the boiler room. Nice work.
Congrats to your son.
That's fantastic. Knife Dreams. Hello, Jeff Beats. You sure that deer didn't have a heart attack?
Might have.
Tyler, did it?
Maybe.
You never know.
Oh, that's great. Tony says, congrats on a great year. Great to see Tyler on the Deer podcast. That means he listens to Up Duck.
Yes, Tony.
We got the Okayest Fisher guys here. We got the whole, not the whole thing. I don't think we could. We are a mic short as it stands. We could not fit our whole network here. I've been listening to the Powderhorn podcast. You guys ever tune into Jared?
It's been a while.
It's good stuff. And he sounds good. Like the way he talks and his knowledge is good. If you want to learn about some guns, which is something that I could learn a lot about because I don't know shit. It's like, wow, this is pretty neat. Yeah, he's gonna be at SHOT Show.
Yes.
I think some other folks gonna be at SHOT Show too. We got to book our SHOT Show stuff. We got to book my ATA
That's coming
stuff.
quick.
Yeah, my blood pressure's really going up. It sure is.
You
It's like,
said
let me get
you're
through the
going-
holidays first.
You're going to ATA?
Yeah, just one day in and out. I'm going in,
Oof.
and then I'm gonna stay the night and head back home the next day.
I'm leaving Eric solo for that one because I go to Oklahoma.
You mean like every year?
Yeah, I
I think I invited Greg or somebody.
You
one year.
did
No
one
one wants
year.
to go with me. to
I
ATA.
couldn't, and honestly,
It's open invite.
but isn't that like a
I
dying thing anyway?
I don't know. They're trying to revive it by opening it up to the consumer market. So it's
Okay,
usually an
I did
industry
see
show,
something.
and then the last day it's going to be a consumer trade. I think that'll be good for the exhibitors because they'll actually maybe get some ROI coming out of like sales, merchandise sales potentially.
Mhm.
But usually the way that worked historically is like you would go there because of all the dealer and rep networks and like getting your product into retail. So you'd sign your orders there for next year. The internet has done it. Like by the time you're at ATA, that shit's already done. So it begs the question, what are we going for? But it's I think we're part of the industry now. I don't think we're like trying to push in. We are part of it. We are influencing it on a very small, minute scale. So when I go there, it's really fun to just see everybody. Like I liken it to pen pals. You get to go hang out with the people you talk to on the internet all day and be like, dude, you're a lot taller than I thought. Haven't we met before? Like I met Byron there and he's like, dude, I swear to God, I've talked to you in person. I'm like, no, we never have, Byron. This is it. This is the moment. And so it's a lot of that kind of fun stuff, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. So I like it for that. And then we do a power dinner with our buddy Glenn and a lot of the brands that we, have all these logos here. All those guys go to that stuff. So it's fun to just check in with people and
Mhm.
drink a couple beers face to face. And have a good time. I'm usually in bed pretty early for these things. So I don't know.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. It's almost like iCast. That's only open to vendors.
It's like an iCast. Yep.
That's not a dying show whatsoever.
iCast does really well. Shot does really well. Shot's also trying to take some market share away from ATA. Like they built an archery pavilion. I think it debuted last year.
2 years ago, and then I think last year was it was bigger and better last year.
Yeah, it still pales in comparison, but Shot as a whole it's
a big draw.
It's very overwhelming. I don't know. It's like 5 floors of 4 hotels. Like
Oh my God,
you can't get through all of it if you try. I think day one we're like 25,000 steps. It's a lot.
It's the first year we went, it was so overwhelming. It was so hard to.
You don't even know what you know
or
don't.
Yeah,
you're like, oh.
Correct. Yeah.
Half the battle's like trying to find the fucking booth you got to get to, and then you're like, all right, we have a meeting in 5 minutes. It's a half mile away. Like, it's crazy. And then you're like, where's this restaurant? I don't fucking know. Like, nothing makes sense. Everything's in these buildings. You can't like navigate well. Talk about getting lost in the woods. You get lost in Vegas pretty easy when you're like just going through all these.
That
weird
terrifies
buildings.
me.
So it's like IKEA. Hate walking.
Yeah,
IKEA.
really. It's like 10 IKEA stacked on top of each other. I don't know. By the way, I mean, IKEA seems like a pretty fun place.
Well, the good thing is, like, if you get lost, you're just like, well, I guess I'll live in this one.
Everything's they kind of force you through, right? Like you can't go behind the curtain at all to just escape. Like, what do you do to go to the bathroom?
I didn't like it because you couldn't find an exit. Like,
right, that's what I was starting to freak out.
Yeah. I'm like, nope, don't have a way out, no line of sight. Like, not a fan.
Bad.
Then all of a sudden they like calm you down with Swedish meatballs in the middle. It's like, okay.
They know what you need.
I think it's made for stoners. Could you imagine being high and walking through there and be like, oh, a new environment. Oh, meatballs. Just in time for the munchies. I feel like that'd be a really fun experience.
Hey, I know what our next group outing is going to be.
See if we can find a restaurant IKEA. How much do y'all shoot before gun season and off season?
Not enough.
I'm an okay shooter. Yeah, I mean, not as much.
Once before the season.
If you're part of like a gun club or something, maybe, and if you are like into firearms and having them and doing that whole thing, probably quite.
Yeah,
but then you're probably not shooting your deer rifle. You're shooting like your M4, your pistols, because those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably not trying to take like shoulder punches as much as you probably should with the.
I've talked about it for a couple of years now. Never done it yet, but maybe this summer will be different. But like my buddy Adam, who, you know, adult onset, so he's already just starting off with not having as much time behind a gun as most of us. And he was like, dude, how do I like practice for like actual hunting stuff? And I was like, dude, what I'd love to do is up north there's like a shooting, it's like an old gravel pit and everybody goes and shoots there. I was like, it would be so fun to run a line from tree to tree and just hang like cardboard targets and zip them down the line and like practice with a rifle, like shooting at a moving deer.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Get a couple guys and go do that for a day. It'd be a good time.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
That's like some old timey, like, you know, shoot them up.
I think the Benoits did something like that, where they had like a steel target on a rail and they would pull it through the timber and they would take practice shooting at a deer moving through timber.
You got to make it brown.
Oh yeah.
My buddy Ben and I used to do it for rabbit, where you take pumpkins after Halloween
Mm-hmm.
and you just roll them down a hill, and then they would jump, you know, like all sorts of it. And then you just take the 12 gauge and practice shooting those.
Yep.
Got to practice that kind of stuff. It helps.
You do.
Yeah, shooting trap and skeet or whatever. Like those rabbit targets are really hard with a shotgun.
They are because
they pop up at random times.
Yeah, they're at random because they could hit one little rock. Yeah. You know, it could roll 3 inches one way or the other, and hit a rock the first time, and then the second one you try to shoot at out of the same spot, it's not jumping because it missed the rock.
Have you done any rabbit hunting yet?
No, I haven't done anything but deer.
Usually you're all about the small game this time. Is it this time of year? You're shooting all sorts of
I get an idea
shit?
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you do the squirrel hunting in your public in the area there?
I don't. It's all marsh, so if I see a squirrel, it's usually by happenstance that it
There's
wanders.
Some hardwoods. Do you wander through
those?
Or?
But I've got my mother-in-law's place, a little piece of private. I can. That's money. You want to go fill a limit of squirrels? All the neighbors are happy. You shoot a few out of the neighborhood because there's too many chewing on their shed door and all their wood entryways and stuff.
Getting into roofs.
Yep.
Hey, is that a problem that a lot of guys are having?
I don't know. That's the expert.
That's the expert. I mean, and it's good fun, right? It's better than sitting on the couch. It's a little chilly, but you got a nice sunny day where the wind isn't too
if you're in the woods,
nasty.
it's not too bad.
Yeah, awesome. And talk about practicing your marksmanship. You get a little 22 with a scope.
22,
it's the same deal, right?
Smaller. Yep.
Same
Aim
deal.
small, miss small.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use shotgun or rifle?
When I'm squirrel hunting,
Depends how pissed he is at that squirrel.
No. When I'm squirrel hunting, it's always with the 22. With when it's rabbits, I grab the Red Ryder 20 gauge, that little Browning 20 gauge. My wife's. It's a youth model. It holds 4 shells, fully loaded. I can walk around and pound brush all I want with it. Short stock, short barrel. It swings really nice. I don't even aim. I just pick it up and swing and shoot, and they usually roll.
We should do a small game hunt, Okayest Hunter style.
Rabbit. That would be fun. Rabbit.
Rabbit would be so fun.
Rabbit and squirrels are a bonus. I mean, right now we could do rabbit, squirrel. When does pheasant close?
End of the year.
When does the small game stuff close?
End of January. Rabbits go until February.
Yeah. Yep.
I love squirrel hunting in January.
Yeah, I do too. Give me cold and snowy and some bushy tails in the trees and watching them. It's funny, you miss a few and then they all get smart. Or even if you crush a few, they get smart, especially in like 8 acres of woods. And then they'll hide, they'll lock down and hide, and you just have to sit and pick apart the woods and go, that looks like a squirrel up there.
Did you ever?
Binoculars. Yep, that's definitely a squirrel, and he's staring at me face first.
So we always, me and my buddy would always squirrel hunt, just be the two of us. We'd have 12 gauges because you couldn't shoot rifles in this one property we hunt on public. And we would literally see a squirrel up a tree. We'd have one guy posted, and the other guy would make a lot of noise walking around the back, and it's hilarious. He would skitch around and I'd be sitting there like Elmer Fudd, like,
pick him off when he rotates around the backside of the tree. Yeah, you thought you were smarter than us, but you didn't.
That only works a couple times too, because then they just go burrow. They're like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I've got this old over under that I grew up. I did a whole bunch of that. I had a buddy who his grandparents owned like 270 because I grew up in rural southwestern Wisconsin. So, what do you do when it's dead of winter? There's got nothing else to do. You're like 14. You just go out there and you walk around and you shoot rabbits and squirrels. Yeah. So over under has a 22 on the top and a 20 gauge on the bottom.
That is awesome setup.
That's a perfect combination.
Best small game setup you can get.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
I do. Yeah. I think it's out at my mom's. I don't have it.
Is it blasting at the same time? So you're spreading and
No. So you have a
separate
little
barrels.
Yeah. You have
separate
a little.
triggers.
There's a hammer on top. You have to lock the hammer to actually fire the gun. But then there's a little lever on top of the hammer. That's up as 22, down as 20.
Lock the hammer. Lock that in as our new title for our small game podcast.
Do it.
Lock the hammer. Small game podcast.
Coming in 2026.
Is that a name? Is that like? Does that work for everybody? Is that a name that makes sense? Greg Tubbs, you tell me.
Buck rabbits. We're gonna be showing buck rabbits.
You don't like cock that hammer?
Well, now that you say it, I kind of do. I wasn't thinking it. You want to gag me? Well, now I kind of do.
No, I didn't at first, but Tyler's like, we don't talk about this on the waterfall.
Yeah, what goes on the up deck? Like up deck? You guys getting all uppity over there? Like, you guys keep it pretty clean.
We
get a little off the rails.
They're
over
upstanding
here.
citizens.
Yeah, we do. This is a little rowdy, I'm not going.
You got a finance guy and an engineer. Like it's pretty like
2 engineers. All right.
Oh yeah.
That talk track is set.
Guys, we can't deviate off the show notes. Okay.
We already deviated. I mean,
we didn't have a plan.
We got through one.
We didn't even have a plan.
Almost. We almost did.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I don't got any stories. Everyone's heard my bullshit. Well, we heard yours, kind of. Did we? You just gave him crap for hunting private land, and
Yeah,
he's just like,
we don't want to hear
you
that.
can't get anywhere with me, dick. Derek does a deer drive. It's executed perfectly. Eric does a podcast. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Zero.
Dude. Okay.
We had ADHD running rampant in here. We saw a shiny thing. I mean,
I'm trying to fit it all. We have 15 minutes left before we're at an hour already. I'm like, how do we
check out my skull? I mean,
moving it around?
Great skull.
Best skull I've ever seen. So,
yeah. How about that, Matt? How about you finish your story or your story?
My story is like all the big deer I shoot. It's dumb luck. Like,
perfect.
Knew I was going to sit in this spot. Went in there. We started trimming out. I had all the camera gear. So I'm like, I'm getting something on film this year. So I have the tripod with the DSLR. Brother-in-law was kind of like trimming that last lane. And literally at 4:00, I watched this deer stand up 90 yards from us. And I'm like, get down right there. And I'm like, he's like, what? And he kind of like lays out weird prone like a rabbit. Like, kind of looking around. I'm like, it's a big buck right there. Sneak back. Because he was probably 5 yards away from me. I mean, sitting on the ground, it's a little different. So I'm like, screw the camera. I kind of pushed it out of the way.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
the first camera. Yeah,
Don't
Fuck
care.
that camera.
Yep.
We're not. That's how you know we don't actually give a shit. Because we'll be the first. How many deer kills we have on
How many
camera?
views on YouTube will
Very
it get?
little.
Doesn't matter.
You guys are just in it
This
for the
thing's gotta
content.
die.
Let me tell you, sir.
Carried
that is
8
far from
cameras
the truth.
a mile into the woods. Use 0.
Just use 0.
How many
Shoot
bucks
deer.
you got on your cameras? Not very many.
0.
It's the first thing to go.
You guys suck.
Smart move.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, I also pushed it out of the way because it was on top of my bow, which still had my quiver on it with all the arrows in it.
Not set at all.
Set, like my bag was leaning on the other part of it, and I literally had just set my chair in. My release was in my pocket because I shoot a T-handle. And I'm like, okay, relax. Camera, pushed over. Grab backpack, whip behind me. All with like minimal movements. So I looked like...
Very calculated, yeah.
I was
in your
like
mind,
a little
you're
like
thinking, you're Jason
shoesmith
Bourne.
shop. Yep. I was like, flipped it behind me, flipped my backpack, grabbed my bow, pulled an arrow out, put it on, threw the quiver behind me.
He shoots a
And I'm like-
very tiny bow.
Yes, tiny.
T-Rex arms.
I literally was like, all right, I'm ready. I'm like, nope, no release. Okay. Pockets.
Oh my God.
Dig for pockets.
You panic.
Clipped on my release.
Do you have a thumb release?
Yeah, I shoot a thumb release.
Okay,
It's
so
always-
that wouldn't have to like get strapped around your wrist and all
Nope,
that jazz.
nope,
Okay.
no. And like hindsight, took him like 40 minutes to come in. So I could have been 100% patient, set the camera up.
No, but
like,
it's happening right now.
It happened.
This is like when your wife goes into labor and your first kid, you're like, holy shit, it's happening right now. 24 hours later.
You're like, I wonder when it's going to happen.
That's exactly what happened. I mean, well, with labor and with
That's why it works. That's why the analogy works.
So yeah, we get all set up. He like walks kind of on the field edge, doing what we thought the deer would do, but we thought they'd be bedded farther back in there, and we'd have more than 12 seconds to figure out what's happening. Came out, got to the little staging area where we figured they would go. Got to pan the field, make sure there's nothing weird in the field.
What would be something weird in the field?
Well, my brother.
Make sure there's nothing weird out there. There's a fucking guy.
Well,
That's weird.
Is that weird?
Rusty-
No, that's pretty normal.
That's pretty normal.
Steve, why don't you go check it out?
He
I'll
just
wait
wanders
here.
aimlessly. We already smelled him when he walked in. It's fine.
literally, like
That's just Matt. He always wanders around
Gotta
drunk.
make sure. It's a fucking dog again.
well, literally, like my brother-in-law was going to sit somewhere else.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It was like a long stretch. We didn't want to have two people.
This is the trad guy, right? That we know
Yep,
that
yep.
shoots foam fest like a fucking maniac.
Yep.
But in the best way possible. Like he's a stone cold killer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. You know, you hit it right. You did better than us, and you're shooting a trad bow. So
Rusty, did you just peg
yeah,
that
Rusty.
at
Thank
70?
you. Yeah, right.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
right, you know.
Is there
Sometimes
actually a target back there? But he had left his trad bow and his bag and his orange hat or something because it was youth season.
Yeah.
So like we had to have orange on. I was fully oranged out, and that was sitting in the middle of the field because he was going to grab it and walk back. He
that
gonna
was the weird thing out there.
yeah, but he never noticed it.
Neither did the buck.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, the buck.
Okay.
Neither did the buck.
Yeah, he took his time. He kind of walked out in the field. And he started feeding away, and like when I see antlers on a deer,
You
which
get a
isn't
boner.
often, I see them. I realize that's the deer I'm going to shoot, and I never look at the antlers again. I'm only looking at the body because I don't want to get all like.
You don't
like,
get a
really-
boner.
I keep that at bay
Try
for
to-
a little bit.
Anti-boner.
It's really hard to shoot when that gets in the way. God damn it!
Catches on the string.
Just he's shocking off right now.
I was just gonna say, why this would be a great clip to put on, to clip and put on a short, and then you inserted boner into that. So
That's why it's gonna go viral right
It's gonna make it
now.
even
All
better.
over.
As soon as you insert a boner, Tyler.
I can bleep it out. It's okay. But we're live. It says comment away, commenters. The phone lines are also open if you want to call about your boner.
No, please.
I was watching you guys and you wouldn't believe what happened.
But no, back to, I mean, from time I saw the deer to time I pulled the trigger, it was like 40 minutes. But we saw him the whole time. He started walking away, and then like kind of like, oh, sucks. And then a strong breeze blew and hit him in the nose weird. And then he was like, I'm going to turn around and start walking back towards these guys. And I'm like, cool. So it started off, brother-in-law started ranging him. He's like 80 yards. I'm like, oh, don't tell me that. That's way too far. He's like 70 yards, 60 yards. And then all of a sudden, where we were positioned, I didn't have a shot. I would be like shooting over the top of Rusty. And I'm like, we need to figure out how to switch seats here. So I was on a little tripod chair
As he's
thing.
continuing to close the distance.
Yep. And you're at eye level with this deer. So he's at 60 yards, and we do the seamless, really slow,
Well,
like
deer in Wisconsin look up, so I think you're in a safe spot.
No, not here. They don't.
where I hunt, they know to look on the ground because that's where I hunt. But yeah, we did like this Jason Bourne, both slid. Like I went forward on my knees, he slid back on the seat. It was like a perfect little transition while his head was down feeding. Right, perfect, done. But then he couldn't see the deer, so he couldn't range. So I had to range while holding my bow. And I'm like, 55, no, too far. They kept walking a little closer, and I'm like, 51, definitely not happening. I'm like, can't do 51.
Yeah, I mean, but people don't
But you
know.
look down and your release was on your string. You're like, how did that happen?
Yeah, I already had slid the sight up to 51.
Jason Bourne.
Just in case.
But for those that don't know, Matt's like, he won't say this, but he's a really good shot.
He is a very good shot.
Good shot.
Thanks.
He shoots a lot.
I do. Well, so do you.
We shot together this summer.
You guys won
and
a league.
We did.
Yeah.
But it gets to 47. And I don't know what in my brain clicked that I heard the 4. I'm like, oh, yeah, 47. I clicked it, and then he kind of took 2 steps, turned broadside. I
Are
drew
you shooting a
back.
single pin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I drew back and shot, and it was like 70s Christmas music. It was like, da, 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 da. It's like the arrow is flying through the air.
The whole chorus.
Was
The whole chorus.
it in the middle of the...
Well, then the camera would pan back on us in slow motion, like, but arrow flew. It didn't take that long to get there.
You guys doing those high fives?
But it double lunged. He ran off. I knew I hit him good, but he was a big old deer, so there wasn't a lot of blood to begin with.
Why would that have anything to do with him not having any blood?
Tough.
There's no blood in his veins? He's just
Well,
big and old?
I'm shooting small.
I'm fucking with you a little bit, but like, he's a big old deer, so there wasn't much blood.
Hurt my feelings.
Fuck, he's just running dust through those veins?
His skull was so big that blood couldn't get out.
That's it.
It's on his brain.
That's exactly it.
But literally, he ran
He had a boner.
140, 150 yards with, yep, dragging.
All the blood was somewhere else.
You could see the mark in the cloud field.
He was a quadruplet.
Yeah. We didn't follow blood. We followed.
Wait,
yeah.
no, what's 5? Penta. He was a penta. And fuck it, just move on. Sorry.
You're cut off.
He ran off. Knew I hit him well. We gave him like 10 minutes. I was passed out afterwards. Remember I told you I don't like get nervous before I shoot? That was a lot of 40 minutes of pent up anxiety. And it came out all at once. I'm like, God, I think I got him. I'm just shaking terribly. Whatever. So we back out to the trucks. He ran away from us. We kind of had to walk that way to get to where our truck was. Saw blood, found the arrow, complete pass through. Went to the truck. We're like, we'll give him a little bit. And he made it 2 seconds after where we lost the trail where we walked off. So we gave him like, 30 minutes, an hour maybe. The kicker was if we would have stayed in that stand another 20 minutes, there was an even bigger 10-pointer that came out in that staging area and was like 30 yards away from our setup. We looked, I get glass on it, and I'm like, can't look anymore. Tagged out. Can't. Let's stay on the straight and narrow now. Let's just go over here.
Married man.
Yeah.
Can't look anymore.
Yep.
Pick the one you got.
That was the story.
I like that.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy.
Absolutely. 47-yard double lung. I wouldn't even consider taking that shot, but I do not shoot nearly
From
as
the
much
ground,
as
do you think
yeah.
that's an easier shot or not?
Still a long shot. And the one strange thing is
Like, you don't have the whole bend at the hips thing going on with that shot.
no, it was, if anything, bend up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
So
a hard
elevation.
shooting upwards is actually really awkward because you don't do it very often. There's some shots like that at the Anthony Heller's shoot where it's like uphill. That's not normal.
No.
Weird.
I actually don't think I've ever. Well, the doe that I killed with my bow in 2017, that was an upward shot. Other than that, it's like that's not one you ever really prepare for.
No. That's why it's good to go out and shoot different angles.
I'm stopping talking on purpose, guys.
Why?
Well, the one weird thing, I'm going to go with this deer was old. He didn't flinch. He didn't do anything. And when I was drawing back, I forgot to say too, I was trying to stay such a low profile. It's like he would, because he's looking at us. And I tried to do this, and I got to hear him like, oh my God, I can't do it.
I'm going to break my elbow.
I can't pull this way.
Oh, I thought you were going to break your bow or something.
So I literally couldn't pull back. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Like the arrow's shaking. I'm like trying to like get past. I'm like, screw it. I kind of just went wide, drew back, and then he heard that and he looked at us. But when I shot, he didn't move. He didn't flinch. He didn't drop.
He's just like, I'm
He
old
got
enough to
hit.
take this.
He got hit in the face with the wrench, like from dodgeball. He dive, dip, dodge, duck, dive. He took the wrench to the face.
I'm gonna take this.
Seems like that might have been a mistake for him.
Yeah, he
I love that movie.
Yeah, he messed up. But that was cool, huh?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, you had a lot of Illinois and Wisconsin. You had like a hell of a season with your
Yeah, it was a
man.
fantastic
bring
season.
in this way a little bit. We can lean towards Tyler. A little
Everybody's heard the stories of mine already.
bit. Well, yeah, but I just like what's your like now that some time is we need the tactics and all that stuff, but we do expect a dropping pins about some of this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. This isn't me. This is your fan club.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right.
It's been on my mind.
All of us.
It's been on my
But to that end, like I don't know, what do you have to say to people that are like watching and viewing and like enjoying?
Yeah,
like,
I'm sorry that I didn't get any of it on camera because I said, fuck the camera. Yeah, the day I shot the Wisconsin one that Greg helped me track out of that or pull out of that hellhole and track, I had like 3 cameras in my bag and I filmed on one of them and it didn't get the shot because it was angled downward from coming through that cattails. It pulled my bow mount on my phone. So I got the whole thing where he comes in and rubs and you can see the deer a little bit. And then when he comes in for the shot, it's like just below his feet and you can hear everything. But man, I just fucked it up again. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. But yeah, it was an awesome season, dude. I got to help Davey track and drag his out, and then a couple days later I got one, and that night Matt got his. So like that was an amazing weekend.
Wild ride of the week.
What a cool week! Like got things going. It was tons of fun, and then down in Illinois we had a really fun trip. Bo and his crew did some damage on some bucks down there, and then Adam was carrying a decoy like a mile back through the Illinois woods and setting up, and he got an arrow in one. He stalked within 20 yards of the biggest deer I had on camera down there. It's like a 170-inch deer. It was bedded with a doe, and he got out of his stand and stalked within 20 yards, and he thought it had gone away.
He did that because he saw you do it.
It's possible, and we talk about that stuff. We talk about it all the time.
Did he take his boots off?
No, kept his boots on, which I was like, well, obviously,
you didn't. You
take
didn't
one off.
From the
you would have had a better shot. But he got the problem was they weren't bedded when he saw them. They were just like the doe was in this little brush pile, and that buck was just kind of hanging out there. So they were kind of married to that spot. But he got down while they were still like looking, and they ended up bedding there, but he didn't know that. So like it's really easy to get impatient when you don't have eyes on deer. And he's crawling up that ridge, taking his time, telling himself to go slow. But when he finally got up there, he didn't go slow enough. And he had like his release on, and he's creeping up. Oh, they must have ran off. And that buck was bedded staring straight at him. And he started drawing his bow back because he had a shot into like the front of it. And it just didn't let him draw. So, and then that night he hit a nice one over the decoy. So we had a lot of action. It was tons of fun. I helped him track the entire next day.
Was that the hunt you were in the camper?
Yeah, we stayed in the camper. Bo bought a camper, so we had 4 guys in a camper hanging out there. It was cold as hell, but it was really fun. And then I got lucked into a nice buck down there. Very lucky.
What's lucky about it? Because like the
harder
you
was,
lucky,
dude, it was
you get,
lucky.
but like, dude, you must have worked your way into something. How lucky?
It was pretty lucky.
Because the does that were coming through?
Yeah, like I set up in a spot where I thought these does were going to come out, and they all came from behind me, the exact opposite direction. He was like just chasing 3 does, and they came right by me. So like it was pretty freaking lucky. Like right, it was pretty lucky. So that was really fun, good time. And then the best memory of the season for sure was Gus taking his first deer up in the Nicolay. Like we did it how I would have wanted. Like as a dad, like
you take that
planning it out.
2 big bucks.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I know you like to challenge yourself, so
dude,
but like.
It was important for people. It was amazing because the weekend before we went up and we had Dad Gus weekend. We cooked hot dogs over the fireplace fire, and like we scouted and we saw trout in the creek, and we like found the spot, set up the fort. He wanted to make a fort, so we like made the fort. He put in a couple cat eye tacks, and like opening morning, we crossed the creek on a log. He walked just over 0.7 miles into his blind in the dark, and he shot his first deer, and that was the most amazing thing.
That's excellent.
So. Season, huge
Very
success.
Yeah.
Huge success.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's good to hear, man. That's I don't know what it is that we've taken some weird. The negative is always louder than the positive for most humans. That's a common thing, no matter what you're doing. just takes one dick bag to say something shitty, and you just can't let it go. And we've had a few of those dick bags in our comments. And I'm trying to be the exemplar, trying not to fight fire with fire. And as I get down to the bottom of the funnel of that conversation, you can just see me getting a little bit less nice. I don't know. Hearing those arguments, it's like it's important for people to know like why we're doing this and what we truly care about. Like we're ditching cameras when we have the shot that we're after. We don't actually care. Like we're bringing family along. We're embracing the camaraderie, the story. We're killing freaking. How many does have you two killed this season?
This year, I'm way down on my total, but way down.
Still pretty healthy.
You're killing them does for a whole fucking like family.
It's probably going to happen during holiday hunt, but I only took one doe. I missed one
so far,
and I passed on an opportunity because it was a Sunday night, and I had work the next day. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do this right at closing. I'm just not doing it. I had an opportunity to take shots at two of them and didn't. I had opportunities opening morning.
You got a nice buck this year too, though.
Yeah, I did. Opening morning, you asked about does. So
I know. Let's get to your buck next time.
Yeah, I will.
And I teed it up in that way just because, like, I don't know, the herd. You don't care about the herd. I don't know.
I do care about the herd. That's why I'm shooting as many does because there's, historically 40 to 50 deer that come out in this particular area. This one farm field, the farmer, I got permission to hunt there, and I can access public there also. But there's a lot of deer that show up there. Mm-hmm. Like people are not taking does out of the herd, and I know for a fact the one neighbor that's all he wants to do is shoot a big trophy buck. And there's years he'll
do you think he keeps the does around because he thinks they're bringing the bucks in?
That's exactly why.
Yeah, and you don't know which
That's the mentality there is. And there's some truth to that. But when you have 40 to 50 antlerless deer only and you don't see a buck, I put time in on this property 3 years in a row. Last year was really good for buck sightings. I blew a few opportunities. This year, I had very limited time. I only made it out a handful of times.
You had more limited time than all of us, which is like the quite opposite of what you normally had.
Yeah,
I think I hunted more than you this year.
Yeah, you did. And
I didn't hunt that much.
But I passed. I passed on an opportunity right away just because the deer was running. It was being chased by a small buck. But it was fun to watch because opening morning was cold. It was cold here. You remember that?
Yeah.
And that little buck was wandering around in this field and frost on his back. It was kind of cool. Like if I would have had a really nice man for the people and for the
Tops 28.
Thanks,
yes,
Keegan.
Keegan, keep going, Keegan. I know you've got more in you, Keegan. Keep going, man.
Oh, Keegan.
That's our next t-shirt.
Yeah, totally. Oh, shoot. That's hilarious. Now there will be more does dying for sure. But I passed on one because it was getting chased by a buck around, and I don't like taking running shots.
Like I want to get to the next step here. I also really want that steak, but I will say, teach me, oh great one. If a doe is getting chased by a buck, she's obviously an estrus, so she's gonna get bred. She's gonna probably then fawn. So you don't want to shoot that doe. Is that the logic here?
Well, I don't
know the etiquette around some.
I'm shooting into a piece of property that I know.
I'm curious about that particular nature of it. Because don't shoot does early season or don't shoot late season. I don't know.
This is gun season, right? This is November, so you're going to shoot does. People are shooting does. Maybe this is the only couple days they have. They go out opening weekend.
Matters part of it too.
Yeah, everybody's got different factors in it, but if you're trying to be really adamant about, hey, I'm only shooting certain does. How do you keep them all apart? You got ear tags in them. Then we're hunting a different piece of property, I suppose, if they got ear tags in them, right?
It's a little out of our pay grade.
A lot of my pay grade.
Yeah. The ones that say pet on them and spray paint, those are the ones that you should look at.
But I would have shot that doe if it would have stood broadside and mellowed out, but it wasn't. No, I'm not shooting at a deer with a Magnum caliber rifle that's running around where I know people could potentially be sitting.
Smart.
Yeah, and it's just not a safe move on anybody's part because you just don't know. that one neighbor does hunt kind of close to that corner, and I don't need to take that shot.
Mhm.
I never heard a shot after that, which is good. That means either A, they weren't feeling like shooting does, or B, they weren't there. You know,
Either way, you made the right choice.
either way, I'm just trying to be safe and smart about where I'm sending 180 grains of copper and lead.
Good.
Yeah.
Tell me about the buck. So we got to see the shot of you shooting the buck,
Oh yeah,
and for everyone listening, if you want to see the setup, like it is on film from last season because you were in I'm assuming the same tree or something very similar.
yeah. Where
Dude, the way you fucking pulled that shot off, you are a damn dude. You are a killer. And I had asked you about it because I was like, you sent that arrow at like the precise moment. Because if he would have taken one more step, you said he would have been in your scent wind cone, whatever. I don't know, man. Like good job being already drawn back, all that stuff, but the decisiveness in you to kill that buck in the moment that you did was a glorious moment to witness. It was fucking awesome. Like that's the stuff right there that I'm not a killer. I've talked about this. Like I don't know that I got the stuff sometimes. Sometimes I do because it's happened. But like that was pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm happy. It came together.
Totally
it was
worked
great.
out, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
But I had windows of glimpses at that deer.
Okay.
Right. Like you saw where it died.
Yeah.
I've showed all you guys the clip multiple times, I'm sure. But there's little windows through those willows and through those cattails, and those cattails, like from the tree, it's like, yeah, they're cattails, right? And cattails grow 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Tried 12 feet tall. These things are mammoth. And like they all look like they're growing the same level. And you're walking along and you're going, yep, the ground should be, level-ish. Well, you take one step to the left off this little high spot where the cattails are growing around, and you are down like 3 or 4 feet. And you're looking up going, holy crap.
And you're not a small fella.
I almost set my saddle up in one of those cattails once.
Yeah. You just need to bundle a few.
Just bundle
a few.
Get some bungee cords. You got a nice tree.
Close enough to a willow tree. It's fine.
That's funny.
But I heard that deer coming probably 20 minutes before it actually gave me a shot.
Yeah.
I could hear it crashing
You could hear
around.
him coming. It was dry back there.
It's very dry back there. It's dry as it's been in a long time. In fact, all the landowners around are concerned about having a fire there because it's happened. It happened about 10, 12 years ago. That whole area lit up, completely wiped clean.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know it now because everything is so tall. But I heard that deer coming through all that stuff, and I knew where he was going, where he was headed. Like there's a pretty good trail system that goes through there, and there is a little bit of an oak peninsula that comes off of the neighbor's property, and then there's another oak peninsula to the north that comes off the other neighbor's property into this. And I just kind of listened, and I thought I heard a grunt, and then I heard a lot of very fast moving, and then it got quiet. I'm like, well, there's one working through, and he bumped something. He bumped some does, or he bumped a smaller buck, or who knows what. But he's going to come right to this one trail that goes by an area I call the pond, because some years there's water in there and there's ducks always hanging out there. And he's either going to get a drink from that pond or he's going to hit that trail, and that trail goes in 3 different directions. It goes south, it goes straight east to where I had a spot set up and got picked off multiple times this year, or he's going to turn and head north on this trail, and I've ranged this trail multiple times. It's 25 yards. I blew an opportunity at a really nice buck that was moose like this guy last year. Yeah, and we had some awesome comments. You had multiple times. No, we really didn't, because
fuck the comments.
Yeah, it's a bear tree. You're getting picked off any kind of movement you make when the sun is beaming right on you. It's like having a spotlight on you, and that's what happened. But in this case, the wind was blowing right to the mouth of that trail, and he, sure enough, picked at the pond, decided to go north towards me and follow that piece of high ground. And there's a lot of blowdowns and nasty stuff in there. And he made a ton of noise coming through. And he kind of took his time once he got about 30 yards out from the edge where I shot.
At this moment, were you like, Mr. Matt over here, just like
I was pretty calm. I'm like, there's an opportunity coming. When he was about 40 yards out, I was able to transfer.
Pretty confident in your setup.
Yeah, I transferred my bow over and spun and cleared my bridge because I'm hunting out of a saddle. It's kind of the best way to hunt out of this clump of trees. And I had to take a weak side shot. I had plenty of time. Because that deer was taking its time. Like there was no other trail that was going down. Once he got about 40 yards away down that trail.
Yeah, when your mind goes, it's gonna happen. It's happening.
Yeah, he's coming this way. It's just a matter of time. So I was clipped on. I hit play on the GoPro, and it actually worked this time. No shaded GoPro whatsoever.
Fuck those guys.
And clipped on and sat and watched, and then he worked closer. He cleared the blowdowns, and he got into another little spot. It was about the size of a hula hoop, and he stopped and he looked right my direction. So he knows that somebody's been in that tree before. He kind of looked, and he looked out towards the field, and then there was about a 10 yards.
But I am hungry.
Yeah. There's a 10-yard swatch of cattails that are enormously tall. I'm like, he gets behind there, then that's my time I have to draw. Because if he comes right hot out right then and there, and if he's going to look this direction again, I'm picked. Like I already made my movement to transfer over and get around the bridge, and get around the tree. And then I had a limb about knee height. So I got to worry about smacking limbs on a limb. And I just kind of leaned back, and he just popped his head past. I'm like, a little bit further. And I had drawn, while he was back there, and he stuck his neck out, kind of looked around, was looking in the field, and then took one more step. I'm like, he's going to hit the scent. Like, because I dropped.
It was a very decisive shot, dude.
Like, I dropped milkweed right before, like, I heard him crashing around, and some of the wind would carry it past, and some of the wind it would drop in, and then, like, catch that trail. I'm like, you dirty dog. It's possible I could get picked off, but I'm going to just play right here. I'll be on the bleeding edge rather than the razor's edge, but it's fine. It's a 25-yard shot if he leans out, and sure enough, he took one more step and kind of started to turn a little bit, and that's when I lasered him right there at 25.
Yeah, laser's the right word.
And he spun. It's like he jumped, did a hurricane maneuver, cleared the cattails, bled all over the place. The arrow went straight through him, and the arrow was literally being held by cattails. It did not make it to the ground. There were so many cattails in there. Where I'm looking, I'm like, my brother-in-law and I, when we went and looked for the arrow, I'm like, it's got to be stuck in the ground. It's going to be down in here. And we're moving stuff. We cleared probably about a 10-foot circle of cattails and could not find an arrow laying in the bottom of the muck anywhere. And then we just happened to turn, and my brother-in-law walks up to get to the high ground, and it just about stuck him in the leg. It was just laying there in the cattails. Oh, there's the arrow. Cool. But the deer literally ran maybe 35, 40 yards as the crow flies from point of impact, and he didn't make it past the pond.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make it. I watched him take a jump, try to get up, and fall right back down again. I'm like, he's done. And that's when I messaged you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is it a fork? Yep, it's a fork.
I led you down that path on purpose.
Yeah.
And that was probably my favorite part, is when you texted that you shot a fork, and everybody was over the moon, pumped, happy for you, and then wasn't too long later that you sent a picture of the fork on the G2, and we were like, wait a minute!
What I should have done was send the picture of the fork on the brow tine, because it looked like, what is that? There's a skit in SNL where Kristen Wiig is the lady with the creepy doll hands. It looked like one of those creepy doll hands. So I should have shot a picture of that.
That's funny, dude.
And sent it to you, but it was good.
Hey, Jared is in the call queue. I'm going to bring him in real quick here. Oh, you guys won't be able to hear him.
Do you guys want to put one ear on
You might be able to hear him.
Put your heads together.
Hey, Jared, you're live. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, and I've heard the banter. I've heard the stories, and I think it's really cool. Everyone's had a great season so far,
Yeah, dude. Thanks for. Oh, careful. You should be able to hear. I turn the volume up there a little bit. These guys got a different mic. How's that? All right, Jared, you're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just juggling lots of weird shit here. What's up, buddy?
Deer season's winding down here in South Carolina, which, this year I kind of went out with a vendetta, and I think I did a pretty good job. I got 7 deer so far.
Oh my God.
And freezer, I lost my freezer. We've talked about that a few times. Don't bring it up.
Yeah. Sore subject.
Topic.
Yep, very.
If you've ever had to go to the landfill and throw 714 pounds of meat away, this is the podcast for you.
Oh no!
I think that happened to Tyler.
Oh, that
not,
hurts.
Not in that extreme. Not that amount of meat.
But no, it's been a great season. I've hunted with some friends and listening to you guys, that have gone out there watching the episodes. It's been a fun 2025. So I can't wait for 2026.
You can't wait for it. We're gonna see you at SHOT. We're gonna stop by the SDS Arms booth. I assume that's where you're gonna be for the most part. We'll say howdy to you.
SHOT shows coming up. Dallas Safari Club. I'll be at NWTF. I'll be at Pheasant Fest, and then even Ducks Unlimited and Delta Waterfowl. So all the guys across the gamut of hunting. I can't wait to interact with you guys. Even though I do the Okayest Shooter and the Powderhorn podcast, we're more gun centric. I think guns are the basis for hunting for a lot of people, and that's part of the story, I guess.
Agreed.
Well, you do it really well, which I commented on the beginning of our episode. So I've been listening. I am a listener. So I know that sounds weird coming from the guy that helps with the whole network thing, but I don't listen to a lot of our own shit. I don't have a lot of time. But I was like, man, I really want to learn more, and you've done a good job with it. So I've appreciated it quite a bit.
I think being part of the network, my favorite thing this year was the Okayest, deer guns of 2025 and getting everyone in there and finding out that I have like the most mediocre gun of the group. like Dylan and Whitney came out swinging with
Dylan's gun is impressive.
$1,000 rigs. Yeah, like stellar rigs, like cutting edge technology. And then some of us were like, yeah, I've got this old, Bud rifle from 2001, 1966. And I'm like, man, how does the gun guy have the worst gun of the lot?
The most meaningful gun.
Yeah. Well, you know how to use it the best. You don't need all the extra bells and whistles. You just know how to this is a gun. I know how to use it. I don't need all that fancy shit to make
it. No, man. I totally lied on my resume. I understand how to shoot the gun and,
That's cool. No, definitely. Do you think you've been calling it a bit? So I appreciate that. And we'll have to do, I think last year we did like a podcast network, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas kind of roundup, kind of like you did with the guns. So maybe we should do that again this year. That's kind of neat. It's a good idea.
I think after the holidays, I think that would be cool. But keep doing what you guys, keep doing what you guys are doing. All of you guys that are out there enjoying the late season, stick with it. Hand warmers are your friend.
Definitely.
And we'll go from there. So other than that, guys, if I don't talk to any of you before Christmas time, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You want to check out our podcast, Sunday Gun Day is where I think we just posted an episode a day late, but we have more coming. And if I see you guys at shows, let's have a libation or a beverage and have some good times next year.
I like that. Oh yeah, buddy. Thanks for calling in. Sorry for making you wait 7 minutes, but appreciate it, pal.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
See you.
Later.
Well, guys, anything else?
No. What about you? I mean, your story.
Nope. I don't have a need to tell a story. We've heard it. We've talked about it. So it's all good. I think the story is the people. I think the comments prove themselves here, like you've seen in some of the things. Like, first of all, Greg's an animal. Yes.
A hole for all the glory.
Thanks, Brian.
A man for the herd.
Thanks,
and the
Brian.
people. The comments have been pretty cool to see come through here to make positivity louder and drown out the people that aren't very nice. Has been nice. I sent Tyler something. I wonder if I can find it here on my computer. Where is it? This is worth finding. because this is important to me. Geez, Tyler, we freaking text a lot. Didn't I send you some screenshots of something here the other day?
Send me a lot of screenshots, boss man.
Where is it? Why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. So, in the midst of this argument with some Facebook guy, I want to defend our brand a little bit here and give everyone else a little bit to think about. And I'm going to do a bad job of it because I don't have all of my stuff in front of me here. But someone was essentially saying like our brand is weak, our message is weak, our logo is weak, and saying it all from the context of like we're not striving for better, we're not pushing ourselves, we're okay with settling, and we just want to go decimate deer herds, and that's weak. And we're not educating. We're trying to bring people down a notch, not up a notch. And I don't know how many other people think that about us because of the logo that we have and because our name is Okayest. And I want to make it abundantly clear that that is definitely not the case. And that is proven by the fact that, like, think about how much struggle that goes on to getting through this fucking public land that Derek's pushing us through, the way we push ourselves. I've had some thoughts about like the 2 generations ago, men were hard. You know, they did hard work. They did hardcore things. And that's true. But like, I'd argue that what we're doing today is much fucking harder. And to juggle a family and to be a present dad in our home life and to continue to chase our passions and like do the things that our wives fell in love with us for, like manage all of that. Like when Grandpa went to work, he went to work and he had to do work. And when he got done with work, he probably went to the bar, maybe then he came home and he went to fucking bed. He didn't cook dinner. He didn't change diapers. He didn't run another job or 2 or 4 like all of us are doing. Antler repair and fucking call making and upduck and this and everything Greg's doing on the side too, like helping us with this whole thing. There's a lot going on in a modern day dad's life that like, yeah, Grandpa's a hard ass, but I don't know. I think we're a lot harder. We're softer in a way, and it's vulnerable to have your heart soften. And I would say go have a daughter really quick and tell me about how that's a good thing. So like I have this gentleness is strength here thing in front of me. Anger is weakness. So the guys that are getting riled up and angry and trying to like put you down, for those that are listening, if you tag a deer and you get someone that's shitting in your Cheerios, I think that's your expression, pissing in your Cheerios. It's the way it's supposed to go.
Sure, would be worse though.
Like they're just like letting diarrhea run down their leg because they can't maintain themselves and it's going into your Cheerio bowl. Marcus Aurelius, and Marcus Aurelius is a great example, but like I'm a follower of Christ also. So like Jesus is the prime example, but there's a lot of learnings I've got from the Stoics too. So I think I'm going to read the screen, which I don't like to do, but I'm not prepared. So Marcus Aurelius explicitly corrects the assumption that anger is manly and tough. Like if you want to be that asshole and you think that that is tough, I think Marcus Aurelius flips the script by identifying anger as a form of suffering, where it's something done to you, whereas kindness is deliberate action, something you do. There's a reason I have the word contribute on my arm, because we're contributing to a community. We're trying to do good. We're doing something. So like when you start to lose your temper, remember there's nothing manly about rage. It's courtesy and kindness that define a human being and a man. So that's who possesses strength and the nerves and the guts, not the angry whiners and the snowflakes. To react like that brings you closer to impassivity. So like if you're going to respond with kindness, I think that makes you a stronger person, not a weaker person. I think our brand is a really great representation of what true strength looks like. So I end it with that. I don't know. Take that as you will. I have more I could say on that. I can go on for a while. Lots of things that I've highlighted in the Bible, and I have lots of things highlighted from Stoic books. And this is years of shit that have like really fused their way into the brand and ethos of what we do and how we talk about things. But I the whole like quote, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Boy, oh boy, don't mistake our kindness for weakness, because that's not what it is. I think kindness is strength. I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to add to that little bit there.
Well said, Bo.
Well, I start to get tears in my eyes
Mic
because I'm
drop
so
it,
strong.
That was very, very well said. And I think the last thing that we all just want to extend to everybody this entire year and any of the years that you've joined in on the mission that Eric just brought up is just thank you guys for being there with us along the way.
Yeah. And that's
yeah,
awesome.
I mean, right. Like, there's no point in all this if no one's going to like ride or die with us kind of thing. Not that we're looking for that, but the people that have jumped into our carpool have made it a lot more fun to be driving to our destination.
Awesome
So,
people.
yeah. What about you, Tubbs?
No, I think you guys covered it pretty well.
You want to come get some steak?
No.
Calling them out.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2026. We're out.
See ya.
See you.
Later.
Tubbs, I have not seen the GoPro footage.